And to the grove of which that I yeltode, by adventure his way, he gan to hold it, to make in him a garland of the greatest, where it of woodbines or hawthorn ladies. And louder he sung, Eingen the sona shanner.
May with all of thy flowers and thy green, welcome be thou fairly, fresh May and hope that I some grain get to May.
And from his courser with a lusty hearte into the groove fall hastily he started, and in a path he runneth up and down. There by adventure this Palamon was in a bush that no man might him stay, for sore afraid his thief was he. Nothing he knew he that it was Arcita, good he would have trod it full lighter. But sooth is did go thither many years that
Held hath even and the whole host eras.
it is full fair a man to bear him ever, for all day meets men at onset 17. Full lita woot Arcita of his fellow that was so all his sour. For in the bush he sitteth now full style, with one that Arcita had a roomed all his file, and sung all the roundel lustly. Into a study he fell solemnly, as doing these lovers in here quente garrons, now in the croup, now down in the burns, now up, now down, as bucket in a wallet. Right as the Friday suiteth for to tell it, now it shineth, now it raineth faster. Right so congruere Venus overcaste. The heart of his folk right as her day is grateful right so changeth she array. So that is the Friday all the walkway like it. One that Arcita had sung he gained to psyche, and set him down without an any more.
Alas,
Quoth he,
that day that I was born, how long Juno through the crute vulta wherein Phoebus the Theta. Alas, he brought to confusion the blood royal of Cadama, an amphibian of Cadamus, which that was the first man that Phoebus Bulta, or first the tone began, and of this Theta first was crowned king of his lineage am I and his offspring by very lineage and of the stroke royal, and now I am so captive and so thrall that he that is my mortal enemy, I serve him and his squire proudly. And yet doth Juno make me well more ashamed, for I dare not be known mine own name. And there was I watched in high Arcita, now height I philosophere not worth imite. Alas, thou fellow Mars, alas, Juno, thus hath your era wrought language of Phodo. Save only me and wretched Palamon, and that Theseus moriteth in prison. And over all this to sleen me outer lay, love hath his fiery darts so beginningly. Ye strikes through me truly, carefully heart, that shapen was my deep erst, that my streeta. Yet sleen me with your even Emily. Yet been that cause wherefore that I die, of all the remnant of mine other care, no seta I not the montes of Itera, so that I could do aught to your pleasures.
and with that would he fell down in a trance a long time, and after he upstarted. In this Palamon that thought that there his heart day, he felt a cold sword signal guide, for it he cook no legner would he bide, and one that he had heard Arcita's tale, and he were wooed with fast deed and power. He started him up out of the busque thicket, and said,
Arcita, false traitor, Wilca, now also hence that loveth my lady so, for whom that I have all this pity and woe, and arch my blood, and to the council sworn, that I full often have told thee held before, and hast bejabbed hence doc Theseus, and falsely changed hast thy name thus. I will be dead, or eldos thou shalt die. Thou shalt not love my lady Emilia, but I will love her only in Noma, for I am Palamon, thy mortal foe. And though I have no weapon have in this place, but out of prison am erst by grace, I dread not the other thou shalt die, or thou ne shalt not love in Emily. Cheat thou without vote of thou shalt not assert her.
This Arcita with full deceptious hearte, one he him knew and had at his tale heard, as fires as Leon pulled out his sword and said this.
By God that sit above, nail it thou art seek and would for love, and eke that thou no weapon hast in this place, thou shouldest never out of his grove pace, that thou ne'er shouldest dien of mine hond, for I defy the surety and the bound, which that thou seest that I had mad to there, what, very fool, think well that love is free, and I will love her magly of all thy might. But for as much thou art a worthy knight, and wildness of journey hired by Balatalia, have here in my truth, tomorrow I will not fella, without waiting of any other weight, that here I will be founded as a knight, and bring in harnessy right enough for thee, and chess and beasta, and leave the worst for me. And mitre and drinketh thou night will I begin enough for thee, and clothes for the bedding. And if so be thou that my lady win, and slay me in the wold there I am in, thou mayest well have the lady as for me. This Palamon answered, I glance at thee.
And thus they been departed till the morrow, when each of him had laid his faith to borrow. O Cupida, out of all charity, O reign that wilt no foul have with thee. Full sooth is said that love me nor lordship, will knight his thanks have no fellowship. While findeth that Arcita and Palamon, Arcita is riding anon into the town, and on the moor it was day's light, full privily to harness hath he dight. Bufa sufficient and meta to starring the battle in the field betwixt him 20. And on his horse alone as he was born, he carrieth all the harnage him before, and in the groove at time and place yet set. This Arcita and this Palamon been met, to skin gan the colour in his face, right as the hunters in the reign of Trace, that stoneth at the grape with the spear, that stoneth at when haunted him the lion or the bear, and hath him come rushing in the grave, and breaketh both bows and believes and thanken.
Here I come, my mortal enemy, without failure. He mote be dead, or I, for other I mote slain him at a gaper, or he mote slain me, if that me my shaper.
So farden they in chanting of her hue, as far as ever is of him other knew.
There was no good in song, but straight without words of rehearsing, average of him help for to amend over, and friendly as he were his own brother. And after that, with sharp spears strong, they flown each other wonder lounge. Thou mightiest wherein that in Palamon in his striking were a wooden leon, as cruel tiger was Arcita, as wild boars gone as they smite, they frothed with as from ale wood. Up to the ankle falleth they in their blood, and in this wise a letter him frightened dweller. And forth I will of Theseus will tell her the destiny mystical general, that exulteth in the world over all, the privation that God hath seen before. So strong is it that, though the world hath sown, the contrary of things be ye or nay. Ye summertime it shall fallen on a day that falleth not within 1,000 years, for certainly our appetites here, but it of whether or peers of hate or love, all is this rule but slightly above. Under the sauna he looketh, and anon he was war of Arcita and Palamon, that frothing Brema as it were bows too, the brighter swords went to and fro, so hideously that with the least stroke it seemed as if it would fallen and okay. and what they were no thing he needn't woot. This dook this Chaucer of his foes smote, and at his stern he was betwixt him two, and pulled out his sword and cried, Woe!